welcome back to being the campus cook. Today we're going to be a little more adventurous. My son asked for sloppy joes. So you might be there at this level and you might not. That's okay. We all progress differently through this food journey, and we will go also still do things from the frozen food section as well as trying to continue to expand on what we can and cannot make. Today we are doing sloppy joes, and this is, if you're counting carbs, 1/4 cup prepared, means after you've cooked it, is 8 carbohydrates. You're going to need some buns. You get whatever brand you want. Some hamburger buns that I got. One of them is 25 carbs. Most hamburger buns run about 22 to 26 carbohydrates. And then you're going to need a pound of ground beef. Get the brand you want. I got an awful lot, and I divided it up into little freezer bags when I bought this. So get what you want, as long as it's 1 pound. Now, you're going to need a can opener to open the jar of Manwich. You do not need an electric can opener. They're big, they're bulky, they're expensive. Just use a hand crank one. They work just fine and are a lot smaller. Now, what are we going to make these on? We are going to use the Elite Gourmet electric skillet. This is 8 by 8. It comes with a lid. You do not need the lid this time. And it comes with a cord, which is kind of on the shorter side, but maybe that's for safety reasons, and a temperature gauge. Okay? All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's get cooking. All right, the first thing we need to do is hook up the skillet, plug in the one end to the pot, and then the other end to an end outlet. Use 2 hands if you need to. Alright, I want to show you. There's, yep.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, alright. So you might have to push it back a little bit to reach the outlet. Alright. Now, there's temperature gauges on there. And let's see, what do they say? Do you know what they say? So what do the temperature gauges say?
From 200 to 400.
200 to 400. We are going to go right down the middle. Is there a 350? 350, somewhere in there?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Okay. All right. Now, what we will do, we hear our air fryer going in the background, by the way. If you hear humming, we're going to first open this up because I have a feeling you're going to preheat the skillet. All right, so we're going to open up the Manwich because I have a feeling that is going to be a challenge for you. So it's got to go on this rim to cut it. There you go, squeeze it tight. Does it feel locked?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right, now you just turn this. And that is how you do a can opener. Alright, hear that? Did it give?
Yeah, it did.
That means it's open, so we're going to unhook it. All right, now, there's a thing on the side that you saw at first. Now, open and shut the, what does it do? It's like a little mouth, right?
Yeah.
You're going to lift the lid up with that. Not all can openers have it. Just turn it on its side. And not all can openers have this little feature. There you go. All right. I'm going to take this off and get it out of the way so it doesn't make a mess. All right, very good. So what we're making today is pretty close to what most college students eat. Pretty close. We're going to have some macaroni and cheese with this, and we're going to have some french fries with this. Now, Manwich will make a lot of sandwiches, or sloppy joes. You're going to either want to have some sort of a container to hold the leftovers in your refrigerator, and make sure you eat them within a week. If you want to share and be the cool kid in the dorm and feed your roommates and maybe your dorm neighbors or some friends that you've made along the way, have a little party. Tell them, bring something. Maybe somebody will bring some chips. Maybe somebody will bring some cookies. You never know. And everybody will be impressed with your cooking skills, and everybody will want to come on over and hang out with you, which is good unless you're an introvert and you want to, just kind of keep to yourself because it's too people-y outside. All right, can you feel it? It said 381 just now.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to open this. I'm going to get this out of the way. Here's our spoon. Make sure you never use a metal utensil on anything that's Teflon or nonstick. It'll scratch it, and that's a no-no. You don't want that. So, if you're not afraid of getting your hands dirty, just reach in and grab it. If not, I would bring it over here and turn the bag over. It's going to be a little drippy because it's been thawing. Now, you have to think about it with roast beef. Why do I keep saying roast beef? With ground beef, you need to thaw it out. You need to plan ahead. Okay? Want to wash your hands real quick? Yeah, let's not have cross-contamination. Keep our hands clean. So, take it out that morning or the night before and put it in the fridge. Okay? And then once you get closer to cooking, you're going to want to take it out and let it sit for a little bit. Now, let's break this up with your spoon. All right. You want it nice little crumbly pieces. All right, is the pink gone?
Most of it. I think there's still a little bit left.
A little bit left. Okay. I have a strainer in the sink all ready to go. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly unplug this. And like I said, these handles are not hot. You're going to want to have your spoon ready. So I'm going to bring it over here to the sink. Got to unplug it.
Wait, should I turn it off or just leave it on?
Just pull it out. We're going to turn it down to low. Okay. Now, all right, he's going to strain it. All right, now, it's okay. Go ahead, plug it in and turn it on low. Now, what I don't want to do is rinse all that fat off. Remember when I said fat is flavor? You have the option of rinsing it off though, if that's what you want. Alright, he's trying to plug it back in. And you're going to turn it on low, because it should still be hot. So if you want to rinse more fat off, what you do is you just take water and you just rinse it. Like I said, I kind of like the fat. I just don't want excessive amounts of fat, because then that's not good for your body. But so we drained the fat. We didn't rinse it off. We just drained it. We're going to put it back in the skillet. Okay. Over here, the skillet is on low. He could have done another step as well, is to wipe the skillet out with some paper towels. It didn't really have that much in there. Alright, now we're going to take our can of Sloppy Joe mix and put it in the pan. Take your spoon. You didn't bring your spoon with you. I thought you were going to need it. That's mine. That's the macaroni and cheese spoon.
Should I do all of this or just some of that?
You're going to take the whole can. That was a good question. And you're going to put it in there. Alright. It might be on a little too low. I'm going to do it one more notch. Okay. So it's on 250. And you're going to stir it in. And it's just going to cook on low for the rest of the time. It's going to come to what we call a light boil or a simmer. Okay. It depends on how long you want to do this for. The longer you do it, the more dry the Sloppy Joes will be, and the less sloppy they will be. The less you cook it, the wetter it will be, and the more sloppy it will be. Okay. This is pretty much how you just make some Sloppy Joes. This is what I was talking about. You want it to kind of come to this little bubbling, simmering, light, very light boiling point, and you're going to turn it down to low. And you're just going to let it sit. Okay? Stir it every once in a while to make sure it's cooking in the consistency of what you want, wetter or drier Sloppy Joes. Okay? There are things you can do with the leftovers. This will make at least 6 servings, quite possibly more. If you're tired of having Sloppy Joes, you can put the meat in, say, some spaghetti sauce. You can make tacos out of it. You can make chili out of it. It'll have that slight Sloppy Joe flavor, of course, to it. We're just about done and finishing things up here. Alright, this has dried up considerably. We are going to turn the skillet off. How do we do that? Oh, right over here. Okay. Alright, so the arrow, the heat and the arrow point to each other. Alright, so that's how you turn it off. We're going to unplug it as well. Most of our little appliances don't have the on-off button, but this one does, which is nice. Now, a serving is a 1/4 cup prepared. This is a 1/4 cup. So we're going to grab our bun, at least the bottom of it. Alright, we're going to scoop out a 1/4 cup onto the bun. So what do you guys like to have with your Sloppy Joes? You can use your spoon to help scoop it into the measuring cup. Or what do you like to do with your leftover Sloppy Joe meat? More likely. Maybe that's another question you can answer in the comments. Did you find this hard to make?
Not really.
Not really? Good. Alright, put it back over to the plate and the lid on. Don't forget, like I said, it makes a lot, so you're either going to have a lot left over or invite some friends over. Have a little party.